it's kind of, if we go to those antidepressants for a while, I know back in 2010 there was a study done by National University on post-traumatic stress, and in that study, we crunched the numbers. Essentially, up to only 30% had any effective or significant reduction of symptoms, and half of those stopped taking the drugs that helped them within 2 years. So basically, bottom line was 15% actually get any long-term significant effect through drugs and therapies, or 85% get none at all.
Yep.
So it's kind of interesting that when we look at the suicides and the amount of those who are on these antidepressants, and we look at the actual success ratio for these treatments, to me, it's just like, holy, you know, like.
It's absolutely ridiculous what's going. It's criminal what's going on.
And then what boggled my mind was the conclusions, and the conclusions were, well, we need to keep them on the medications longer in order to make the therapy more effective.
Or what I'm running across is, okay, let's max them out on that medication, then without letting them wean off that drug, what they're doing is they're bouncing them onto another drug.
Right.
And then in a short amount of time, maxing that out. I've talked to guys that have been doing that for like 20 years. These guys are completely wrecked from the drugs.
Yeah, now they want to do ketamine injections.
I don't even want to go down that road. Like, this is absolutely ridiculous.
It's insane.
It's like, okay, how about instead of, medicating people up the wazoo and stuff, how about we try something different? Like, let's put them in for a directed physiotherapy program. Let's give them aids that will get them active and moving. Let's get them to go see a dietitian. Let's give them. Let's get them eating healthy foods.
Yeah. If they were following a diet for brain injuries, I would agree with the dietitians, but I find a lot of the dietitians are just slaves to the food guide. I mean, what you end up with is a diet that resembles a lot what they're already eating, because
what I'd like to see, and you mentioned it right in that what you just said, a diet specific to someone with a brain injury. And if you do, like any of the research I did earlier on, when John said, okay, you got acquired brain injury. Okay, I've been battling for, decades what I thought was PTSD, and I researched the shit out of it, and I did everything to try and beat it. And nothing worked. So now that, I've got, okay, it's an acquired brain injury. So do all the research in acquired brain injuries. And what it comes down to is, exercise, eating healthy, and a healthy, clean lifestyle. Just keep things simple. And once I started, the exercise and the healthy eating in that, it's like night and day. Actually, my mood management stuff, it's a noticeable improvement. Like simple things like cutting caffeine out of your diet. Just little things. And
if my good fats drop, boy, I tell you, I can tell really fast. My ability to concentrate,
gone. Yeah. When I get eating really crappy food, it oh boy, do I ever notice. I don't have full on rages anymore, but I have these little mini rages now that are kind of interesting.
For me, I eat one piece of toast, and that's it. I could lose sleep for 3 days. Just the starches alone, because it creates more inflammation in my body, because that's how badly my body is inflamed. So yeah, I totally get it.
Yeah. And what I'm finding too is exercise. It is
So I had to go back to a physio program to learn how to exercise again. I did that several months ago, and it was a 6-week program. Boy, I tell you, did that hurt, not to mention embarrassing. These little ladies who were twice as round as they were high and could outlift and outdistance me on absolutely everything. And it's like, oh my God. Like even now, if I go to the gym, you know, there's a bunch of old guys there that, you know, it's like, I can't lift what they lift. I can't push what they push, you know, just, and I'm down to, you know, I work out twice a week at the gym, on a limited routine, and then I Tai Chi on top of that to keep my mobility going. And there are some weeks I have to drop the workout and keep the Tai Chi, you know what I mean? Because the body's that badly inflamed.
Yep.
Crazy.
What I'm finding though is if I can push through and get the body moving, I do best. Is what I'm getting at. Like for example, if I can go to the gym 5 days a week, like my brain is just clear. And
I'm dealing with secondary traumas too. I mean, I've had, you know, busted right shoulder, torn left one. I've got compressed discs in my back. I've had both my legs shattered from the bottom of the tibia up into the femur, and both my hands have been surgically repaired. So, you know, like I'm pushing my luck on most days just to get out of bed.
Well, what I do though is like I do really hard workouts. Like they're like a CrossFit type workouts.
Yes, CrossFit, exactly what I do. Good.
And they're done, set up by the physiotherapist, but what they're done is to there's a focus for it, because I've got a lower back injury that if I let my core muscles go, like my back's done. My back is absolutely done. So what I do is I do these directed exercises that not only strengthen my core and all that, but it doesn't stress it out, you know, like my lobe doesn't irritate. Like they're hard exercises.
So one of my favorite exercises now is the plank, where you rest on your elbows and your back is straight. It's like, I work up a sweat.
I used to do that one a lot, actually. We've now progressed to more intense exercises along that lines. Like my favorite right now, that he just started me on this one last week, and I've done it 3 times now, and I can't push the weight that he wants me to yet, or do the number of them, but probably in about another 3 weeks I'll be where he wants me to be. But it's called a band maker, and it's like a burpee with 25-pound, or he wants me to use 35-pound dumbbells, and it's just crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
I'm happy with my plank right now. I don't want to go further on. It hurts too much.
Dave, well, and that's the thing. I find if I push myself though, and I like, that's where I get my magic sweet spot.
I guess
once I get my body healthy and I get the weight off, like the Mefloquine symptoms are greatly reduced. Like my ability to manage them and everything is greatly improved.
If I can keep my body weight at about 180, 185, I do fairly well. And if I go up above that, I'm in a lot of problems. My biggest problem getting back into working out was that I kept trying to do what I used to do, and I kept doing more damage. So it really was getting back, retrain, and that kind of stuff too. Yeah.
And that's where my physiotherapist would come in handy, because he'd come into the gym and he'd go, "Oh no, Dave, you're not ready for that. But go grab the 20s. You put those 40s back." You know?
Yeah.
Just things like that, just to keep me on track from. And it was very important, because if I would have not had him there, within 3 weeks I would have been injured, and I would have been probably healing up for 3 months.
Yeah, been there.
So,